What is up, YouTube? We're back. I say we're back like I've been doing this for a while. Anyhow, got some things going on today. It's not too bad of a day. It's kind of mild outside. I gotta undo the work of an idiot. The other person that lives with me, kind of funny because it's only me. The dog doesn't do it, but we started on something a couple months back, and I have a bad habit of starting on things and then kind of forgetting about them, and then having to do double the work later. I think that we've all been there before. So the task that we have is, or the task that I had started, I should say, was one that it was kind of straightforward. I had some cookware, I'll hint you on that, needed some TLC. And I started down the path probably in October or so, maybe November, of kind of correcting some of the issues with my cookware and, you know, doing what needed to be done to get it back into usable shape. And this idiot here leaves it outside in the grill where I had been burning off the oils. Well, mild day, open the grill, and we find a nightmare. We find that. See? So that is my nice Lodge cast iron griddle that is now something other than cast iron. It's rust. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a wire brush to this. We're going to try to get all the rust and scaling off, and then we're going to start the process over, re-seasoning the cast iron. We'll put it on the grill. After we get all the rust off, we'll put a thin layer of oil on it, get it on the grill, get it back up to about 500, 600 degrees if I can get that high. And we will try to get the heat the whole way through the cast iron, get the pores opened up, and get the oils back into it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, I gotta suit up because wire wheel brush is gonna be brutal. I'll be pulling wires out of my clothes for days, but we're gonna suit up and we're gonna see if we can't get a little time lapse of this being cleaned up. Here we go. All right, so we got about halfway through this at the time lapse. I decided I was going to do half to show the difference between the two. It's turning out okay so far. The drill just does not cut it. I mean, it's a good idea, but in a pinch it might work. But I need a high-speed die grinder, which I know where there's one at. I'm gonna have to go get it. But so far, I mean, big improvement here. That's about 10 minutes worth of work. So the thing I noticed is the pitting is pretty bad. I mean, it's not, I guess, terrible, but with the high-speed grinder and the high-speed wire wheel, I should be able to get in there, clean this up a lot better. You know, it sat out for a couple months, and you know, that's what we get with this. So we'll try not to do that anymore. I do have to say, using the drill is really hard on the wrist and forearm. I've seen a high-speed grinder used with this, with you know, a sanding flap end to it, and it'll cut right through it. I do have a Dremel tool. I might try in the edges here a little bit more to see what I can do with that. But ultimately, the drill just doesn't turn fast enough for what I'm trying to do. I was also trying to keep from sending wires all over the place, but that didn't really work. And I sucked up my favorite pen. So I guess I can get it back. I use vacuum bags in my shop vac, so might not be getting that pen back anymore. But I'm gonna go get the grinder and we'll go to the next part of this. Bye. All right, so we're back. We're still working on our cast iron plate here. Make sure I'm in frame. Geez, the battery powered drill was just not doing any good, and the die grinder I wanted to use is just a little too much. So we went and got this DeWalt. I had to borrow this from somebody, but this should do the trick. I need something that's not going to bog down and something that's going to carry the RPM through to get the scaling off of this. But so far, so good. I need to get this done tonight and get a coat of oil on it no matter what I do so it doesn't keep rusting back over. So there's my dog who thinks there's someone here. So enjoy the rest of this. All right, so we got part 2 of this done. So we went over the high-speed drill, much better than battery operated. Now, one of the things we have is we still have some of the factory coating that was on this. This is a Lodge cast iron. They coat it from the factory with I don't know, some high temperature sealant, but I've gotten most of that off. I'm going to probably take a smaller wire wheel, go the other direction with a lower speed and see if I can't get the rest of that off. What I'd like to do is get back to bare metal, and we'll start with oil tonight and then just start soaking everything. The other side of this isn't too bad. Well, it is actually bad, so never mind. We'll probably take that side tomorrow and we'll start on that one. Last part of the time lapse here. All right, so this is finished product here. I got a little bit of rust up in here. It was kind of hard to get into those areas with it. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end off here, probably go get some oil, wipe it down so it doesn't rust for the night. I do have wires everywhere, so we probably got a little bit of cleanup here to do. So like, comment below, let me know what you think. If you have an easier way to do this, let me know. And we'll show part 2 on the other side.